Testing, testing. Everybody ready? We'll go ahead and call the meeting order. We'll ask Tyler Cobb to lead us in the invocation night. You stand up.
I'd like to defer to Mr. Gillespie to do that, please.
Let us repeat the Lord's Prayer together.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Have the pledge of allegiance now.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Let's see now. All right. Okay, we have public comments at this time. If anyone has anything to say, public comments.
Ken Thumper. I'd just like to say, with the upcoming election, we have a good council now. It's harder than a lot of people think, especially when the new people go in. A lot of decisions are made, and everybody doesn't agree, but this council is good. I've seen y'all grow together, and I appreciate it. I'm thinking a lot of the citizens will. And with the upcoming election, whoever goes in, I hope it continues y'all work together. And also, I would like for y'all to please keep Phil Bonham in your prayers and his family right now.
Thank you. All right. And the next item will be the adoption of the agenda for this meeting.
Make a motion to adopt the agenda for the meeting.
Okay, have a second.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Now we need to approve the minutes of motion by Travis, second by Bates, all is unanimous. Next, I think on the agenda is going to be the approval of minutes from September the 9th, 2025.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes from September 9th, 2025.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Unanimous, thank you.
I didn't vote, just, I wasn't there
Okay,
for that
I'm
meeting, so I don't
You're
want to
just
be
going to
approved.
abstain, that's fine. Still counts, I guess.
Right.
That's all right. And then the special, and then special presentation. Okay, we had something. All right, then the consent agenda, need a motion to adopt the consent agenda.
Make a motion, we adopt the consent agenda.
Second,
Second.
all in favor? Thank you. Okay, next thing will be the unfinished business, consideration of budget amendment number 4, fiscal year 25-26.
Yeah, so, in the last meeting, we had added 2 streets, River Garden and Meadow Woods. During that time, I did not know that those had already taken place for paving purposes. Moving forward, we have put a procedure in for better communication by doing some weekly reports throughout the department heads. Weekly reports, again, so I'm up to date on all the information needed, so we don't run into this issue again. But a budget amendment number 4 is to move the funds from the PAL bill fund balance to pay for the repairs, paving the streets. This amount would be $32,000.
So it's 32,000 more than what we appropriated before, or is that included in
No,
the
that's it.
original appropriation?
That's in there.
I mean, was it additional above what the bid was?
No, so what we had done, we had taken to, we were gonna do B Street. It's a gravel road currently. After we found out that B Street was never dedicated to the city, we pulled B Street off, and we added 2 additional streets to that.
All right. So you got a motion and a second, right? All in favor?
I'll make a motion,
I thought you made a motion.
budget amendment number 4.
Excuse me. You got a motion to approve that budget amendment. Have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you. Number 6, new business, consideration of budget amendment number 5, fiscal year 2025-26.
Good evening, council. This budget amendment was for the City of Lowell police staff that went down to Lake Lure to assist. And we got grant funds for that labor and mileage travel. And this budget amendment is to receive those grant funds.
Was that an increase of $4,209? Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
That came from what?
It was from the disaster reimbursement grant, Helene.
All right, so we need a motion to change that in the budget.
My only question, is the money going back to the police department or just into the general fund for any
It's going
purposes?
back to, the amount of money that was salaries is going back into salaries, and then the travel and training is going back into police travel and training. So it's all going back to the police.
Reimbursing what was used up there.
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we accept budget amendment number 5.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous, thank you. The next one's gonna be, the next going to be consideration of budget amendment number 6, 2025-26. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Budget amendment number 6 is to allocate Powell Bill interest income revenue to the Powell Bill expenditures. Powell Bill funds are restricted, and the interest income revenue was not allocated to the expenditures in the fiscal year 25-26 budget. This was an oversight by the city manager, as this was his first budget. This budget amendment is correcting the budget to ensure all Powell Bill funds are allocated and spent on Powell Bill allowable expenditures, and to also ensure a balanced budget and compliance with state statute 159-8A. And I have that copy of that below in your paperwork.
So, you have a motion to change this.
Make a motion we accept budget amendment number 6.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous, thank you. Now we're gonna have need a motion to go into public hearing for zoning text amendment, article number 8. We need a motion to go into public hearing.
Make a motion to go in public hearing.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you. We're now in public hearing. Anyone like to speak on this matter, just come up to the podium. Any citizen can come up and speak about it. Just state your name and address for the record, that's all. If anyone like to speak about this zoning text amendment.
What is the amendment?
Tyler?
So that on September 2nd, the planning board was in discussion about Article 8 of the LDO. The planning board recommended to the city council to set this public hearing. The proposed text amendments were for 2 districts in the town. One is the RMST, which is the Residential Main Street Transition. And the other one is the SFR4, which is Single Family Residence 4. The proposed changes for that, for the SFR4, is increasing the minimum lot sizes from 7,800 to 8,725. And for the RMST, the minimum lot size is 5,000 and proposed movement to 8,000 square feet for minimum lot sizes.
So both of them will be 8,000 square feet.
Yeah, one of them's gonna, the SFR4 will be 8725, and RMST will be 8,000.
Planning board also recommends some changes to the setback.
The setbacks for the RMST were, the rear setbacks were 5, they're planning to go to 4, and the RMST front setbacks are 20. They're going from 12 to 20.
Which one goes to 20?
RMST, Residential Main Street Transition.
If I need to get up my, are there any restrictions other than the lot size, minimum lot frontage?
I'd recommend you get up there and tell us your name and address, please. Public hearing, so anyone like to speak can.
Name's Ed Jackson. I'm just interested in the details of this text amendment. I'm not saying yea or nay at this point. I'm just
Yes.
interested in the detail.
So no changes other than the lot size and the setbacks on the SFR4, again, which the minimum lot size currently is 7,800. Proposed change is 8,720, and the minimum rear setback is 5. The proposed change is 4. And then the RMST minimum lot size is 5,000. Proposed change is 8,000. The front setbacks from the street right-of-way is currently 12. The proposed change is 20.
So the 7,800 square foot lot size is like 78 by 100, is that what you have, or it'll be like 102 by 60? What's the width of the lots and the depth of the lots? I mean, is it no, just as long as it has the 7,800 square feet, they can do it?
Well, they have to meet, the minimum lot width is 50.
Yeah, it's not changing as far as
The
Okay.
dimensions of the lot.
minimum on the width of the bed.
That's an awful small lot, isn't it?
It is, even Stevens, like,
Sounds reasonable.
Only question is the HB 42. Did we figure out the language that they took out?
well, I think that's still very up for,
Gray area discussion?
somewhat.
And they're- This came from the zoning board, correct? So y'all brought it to their attention, they went back and the zoning board looked at it and it's come back to us, and this is public hearing tonight, to where we can have people speak at the public hearing if they like, and then once everyone gets through speaking, we can close it and vote on it. Anyone else like to speak on this matter? Any questions whatsoever? If not, we need a motion to close the public hearing.
Make a motion.
Do you have any, I'm sorry, do you have questions?
No, I'm just gonna make
Okay.
a motion, buddy.
Okay.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion on anything? Anyone? Okay. No discussion, all in favor? No one opposed, unanimous, thank you. You gotta advertise for a public board member for the zoning board.
Hold one second, Mr. Mayor. You typically, with a text amendment, you also do a consistency statement as part of your motion, so is
Yeah, that's,
Part B,
you can
you'll
handle
make
that,
a-
that's for attorney, isn't it?
Yeah, so Part B, you'll have a
Okay, that's
second.
it, yeah. You'll take care of that, right? Because that's just that.
No, the board will take care, it
Yeah.
needs to make, in addition to the motion to approve, then there needs to be a second motion that the
That's
approval
all right,
is.
Chris, I make a consistency, motion.
I'm sorry, was that a motion to approve?
Yes, it's unanimous.
Yes, that was just a motion to close.
Close, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I jumped
Yeah.
ahead of
Yeah,
that.
that's,
I apologize, I thought
that's
that
all
was
right.
to
So
approve.
now we need a motion to approve, then with the consistency.
Or
statement.
discussion,
That's all right.
forgive me.
So we need, that's all right. Just need a motion to approve the the public hearing, the zoning text amendment, article number 8, if the council so chooses.
I make a motion to approve.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you.
And I make a motion to, I guess you just need a motion to, for consistency with Lowell's LDO and development ordinances.
You have a motion to do that. Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you. I'm trying to hang on. That's it. I always say, well, we do
This won't let me do multiple motions on here, so.
You could, I guess you can write them down, correct? That's good. That's what I would do anyway. Got 2 records. But, that's all right. You got it?
Yes.
Thank you. City manager report.
I got one more, 6D.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We need to advertise for a planning board member. We currently have 6 members right now on the board. We have 1 vacancy. In order to fill this position in a timely manner, staff will begin advertising the open seat. Once the advertisements, with this advertisement will be the board's responsibility, eligibility requirements, and instructions for submitting an application. Once the application period has closed, we'll bring the submitted applicants to the city council for review and appointment consideration. They don't need a vote on that, just letting y'all know that we need to advertise for a planning board member.
It'd be a good idea to do that after the election, because that way the new council can seat someone that, maybe they could work better with. I don't
I
know.
think you can advertise.
Yeah, advertise, yeah, go ahead and advertise it. I think it's okay. You don't need a motion to advertise.
How long is it gonna be advertised for?
We'll probably keep it open at least 30 days.
All right. Okay, now we have the city manager report.
Hold on.
So just a couple of quick updates. The clock repair is scheduled for October 21st. All the parts ran, we're just waiting on the company to come down and make the repairs. Secondly, the roof at the rec center is complete. I did receive update on the public works site, cost estimates, and the design. We should have those on the 24th of October. Once I have that information, I will present that at the next meeting for everybody to see, and we'll go over. Just a reminder that the November meeting is moved to Monday because we are closed on Tuesday for Veterans Day. I think we voted on that a couple of meetings ago.
What's the date for the November meeting?
11, it'd be November 10th, it's a Monday.
Regular meeting will be November 10th. Thank you.
Yep.
Have anything else?
Yeah, a couple more. The community center, we had the seasonal inspection for the HVAC unit there. I am gonna have to get quotes on that. It did have a cracked heat exchanger on there. It's rusted out, so I'm gonna obtain 3 quotes to get that repaired at the community center. As far as the wastewater treatment plant goes, we have got a preliminary design, and by all accounts, it looks like from the decisions that have been made in prior meetings, we look like we had made the right decision to keep our wastewater treatment plant from everything that, from all the information that we are receiving. Again, we do have some preliminary designs out there right now. As far as Harold Rankin goes, they're 95% complete on the construction drawings. So once I get all of those, I will present those to you as well. And just one last thing, the treat walk is going to be October 23rd. That's a Thursday at 4 o'clock.
They still having the trunk or treat at the ballpark? Recreation, they having trunk or treat at the ballpark?
It hasn't been there in a while.
I know
Yeah,
that.
the treat walk's right here around the,
I know that the guy's assistant rec director came to the office and asked me not to have what I usually have at my house every year because they were gonna have a trunk or treat thing, so I didn't know if they.
never known them to have a trunk or treat.
And that's what they're
It's
suggesting.
always been a treat walk.
Tree walk down here.
Yeah, right here.
Runs right
They
by
started,
your house.
they started at the
I
garage.
didn't know his name. He came up and asked me if we wouldn't, if I considered not having it so they could have the trunk or treat. That's why I was asking you. I don't know.
Now, the tree walk that we've had for the past several years is
It's on October the 23rd
23rd,
anyway.
huh?
You usually do yours Halloween, don't
on
you?
a Thursday.
I did hear talks, being at the festival, that they're trying to schedule a softball game that night, the Friday night, where the softball players dress up in costumes. And there was discussion of, before that game, setting up a small trunk or treat out there. I haven't heard anything firm, but I did hear that discussion.
It'd be good to let the citizens know what's going on. Have you heard anything,
Not about a trunk or treat, no.
or nothing about the softball game that he's speaking about?
It must not have been confirmed yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like something that they were thinking about. I didn't hear it from her. I heard it from, I believe, is it Justin?
Jeff, Public Works.
No, not Public Works. Her assistant,
Oh, Kevin.
Jeff.
What is his
Oh.
name? I can't.
Jeff.
You got, there's two different ones.
Sound like a nice person.
So that's all I have.
Okay. City Attorney, you have anything?
Not tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Shane, you have anything?
I don't. I'd just like to ditto what Candy said about Phil. I know Phil's going through a lot. Just definitely remember his kids, his wife, his family.
I guess we all feel the same way. I know. I tell you, they're going through a lot. And those babies, just got to pray, and they've got to be there for them. You have anything else?
That's it.
Scott? Chitwood?
No, I just want to reiterate, I appreciate Tyler bringing that up about the wastewater treatment plant, that the council have made the numbers and what we've seen, it was a right decision for the city.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm good, thanks.
Mr. Smith?
Yes, as far as the wastewater treatment plant, the previous council were not given the decisions or the opportunities that the current council was given as far as being able to upgrade our plant and fix our plant. We were simply told that that plant could not be fixed. It needed to be turned over to Two Rivers, and that was all we were left with. I was in a meeting Monday with Dwayne and an engineer, and what he showed us was absolutely amazing. And yes, I apologize for going against that to begin with, but at the same time, we just simply weren't given that information or that option. And it absolutely was a good decision made by current council.
Thank you. You have anything else?
I'm good.
Do you have anything?
Ditto Phil, it's, just pray for Phil and his family.
Thank you. All right, poor mayor, let's see. You know, what have we, down here at the boys club, girls club, they got a sign out there that says Lowell Recreation Center. When was it named Lowell Recreation Center? It's never been named Lowell Recreation Center. They got a sign that says Lowell Recreation Center. But the guy that donated all the money and the man that donated the land was Court Robinson donated the land. Joe R. Hudson paid for the building. As it sits today, his money paid for that place. So how could we ever leave the name Joe R. Hudson off of that building? It still could be Joe R. Hudson Lowell Recreational Center. That man paid for it. We didn't have nothing this town, nothing for no one. But he brought it upon himself to pay for it. And it should always be remembered as, you know, it could still be called like Joe R. Hudson Lowell Recreation Center, but put his name on there with it and never forget that gentleman. Because just like the land that we got for the ballpark was donated by Guilford Mills years and years ago. Nothing's been done for those people, but this was named Joe R. Hudson Boys Club. And since it went to the Boys and Girls Club, of course, it carried the same name. But I don't know how the council feels about it, but that would be my recommendation, that we name it that because of what he has done for this city. Out of his own pocket with no federal money, no borrowed money, nothing, he paid for it. And Shane's father, your dad, your family know But that guy, the recreation center we had was an old store building up here beside an Emperor store, had a basketball goal hanging on the concrete wall. And people like forever going, you know, you're getting concussions when you run into a concrete wall. So Joe come in there one day and says, we got to do something about these. These kids are going to kill themselves up here. So they got together and spent the money to do it. And that was in the 70s, somewhere out there. But we need to, I don't know how, there's nothing wrong with going ahead and naming it that. That way we'd have a name for the facility and they can go ahead and put the stuff on the building if the council, you know, chose to do that. But everyone here knows the history of that club. Would it be anything wrong with naming it that and have it forever?
I would like to see more. I don't know the history of Joe Hudson and all that, but I would like to see how, you know, all that came about before I made that decision.
These gentlemen, they're
I don't know if anybody else is familiar, but I'm not.
everyone here's familiar, I guess. Did you ever go to the Boys
I
Club?
remember that. I mean, I don't.
You remember, the name was on the Boys Club, Joe R. Hudson, Salvation Army Boys Club, correct? You remember that too, right, Chitwood?
No, sir.
You don't remember that name on the Boys? Candy does. It didn't have Joe Hudson's name on the side of it?
Salvation Army Boys and Girls.
Joe R. Hudson.
That's the only thing I can remember was the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah. Well, we need to bring it up to the public then, to let them, you know, we need to put it out there that we should never change the name of it from Joe R. Hudson, whatever, because he donated the money. No tax, no getting grants or nothing like that. Court donated the land and he built the building. Thank God for him. And what I'm saying, by the same, we're still talking about this, you've already paid them for the floors in the gym, right? You still got holes in the floors around the doors out there. Did you ever have them come in and fix them?
To my knowledge, there's no holes in the floors.
Well, they're there. But anyway, you've already paid them. And another thing we need to do, Dan Doherty out there at the sewer plant, how crazy can this council, and me, all of us, I'm talking about me, Larry as well, pay him $60,000 a year to operate that plant and pay an engineer out of his money. And we sit up here on this council paying these thousands and thousands of dollars. We need that gentleman more than we need anybody in this room, because he takes care of that sewer plant. And he does a great job and never falters, he's always there. So I recommend that we give him a raise at least, I say raise him to $72,000 a year. He's having to pay the engineer out there as well. And I don't see a thing wrong with raising his pay from $60,000 a year to $72,000 a year. He furnishes his own fuel, he does, and he's out there and he takes care of it. And everyone on this board knows what a great job he does, correct? And to only make that much money is absolutely, how can we sit here and say that's good? We can't. That's my recommendation. To raise his pay. Do you agree, Tyler? Do you think his pay should be raised? I mean, just being honest.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know if, you know, I think he's probably at what market rate is right now.
What's the market rate to run a sewer plant?
I don't have that information right
You
now.
couldn't get no one to run it for $100,000 a year. And that's the truth. Just like up here at Waste Management, you got a guy here, you pay $95,000 a year and don't even have a degree in sewer, don't have an operator's license. But we pay him $95,000 a year. This guy is tremendous. And there's not a council member here that hasn't been down there that knows what a great job he does. He's out there, he keeps it clean, and he fights for this city. How can we not give him a raise? That's my question. So you're saying you don't know? You don't know if he's worth that or not?
I'm not saying he's worth it or not worth it. What I'm simply saying is, if he's getting paid market rate, then that's...
What is the market rate?
I told you I don't have that
That's right,
information.
but you do know. You're paying $95,000 for a public works director. You do know that, right?
I do know that.
And don't you think that's exceedingly labor? For what? When you got a guy down there that saves you sewer and your water every night. What?
I was asking all to be quiet because I'm trying to listen to you also. But on that note, if you can, Mayor, I see where you're going with this, but that sounds like something that you can go and speak to Tyler about and then bring it in front of the board with the numbers, with the numbers of what Mr. Daugherty works his hourly week and things that he does down there. That way, it can bring it back in front of the board and we can make the decision to go up $12,000, what you're asking.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're
I'm not.
you're beating around a dead horse, you're beating around the bush trying to get to what you want, and it's not, he's not gonna give you the answer because he don't know the answer exactly what the market rate and all that other stuff, what you're asking for. So I'm asking you if you could just move on to something else.
And these are comments, mayor comments, council comments. This is not a time for us to be making motions and seconds.
Well, if I recommended, you can vote against it or vote for it. That's all you do. And I've already talked with him about this, about his salary needs to be raised up. And well, how much time do you need to make an assessment as to what this gentleman's worth? That's a question. That's not a vote. How much time do you need?
I mean, you called me about it today and asked me about it.
I talked to you about it yesterday when we were down at the plant.
Yesterday, today, whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean.
And you
it's
called
still-
me today about it.
And the money that gentleman, we pay him for the job that he does. You know, stealing's against the law, I think. That's stealing. That man's worth more money. You know that, just you're just sitting in that chair. But you can vote on it, bring it up when you want to, but at least you know, and the public knows, what we're paying a guy to operate our sewer plant. And pay an engineer out there out of his money. But we got to answer to the public. But anyway, and I have another thing too here. The state ordinance for our water runoff, I have a copy of it. The thing we have, it's on there, what you go by is for developing property. You don't have an ordinance, a stormwater ordinance. You have what to take care of, like a subdivision or something like that. But the state of North Carolina, you pay the fees and you require this, you're required to hire someone to take this. When will we have when we have an ordinance written where this council can look at it, when we have that?
We can look at adopting and looking at
We could
the,
just go ahead and adopt the state ordinance and be done with it. But have you sent any of the council members any of this stuff?
no.
And I'm just now getting familiar with it. But, you know, as we get older and we get wiser and we see things that's going on in this city, that's a blessing to have someone to take care of these problems, because we have a mammoth amount of problems. I'm sure Ms. Dumont has talked to you about it, right? And she needs help out there. When something's wrong and she needs the employees to go out there and help her, you need to have someone like 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week or something, when you got stuff out here that's catastrophic. And, you know, and it's like another thing too. I'm glad you brought this up, Tom. Whenever we had the mammoth leak we had down on Ridge Street, this is what happened. No one notified the public works director. They sent him a text in the middle of the night. And then the people didn't come down here till the next morning. Every fire hydrant in Lowell was wide open, running water down to the middle of town. But we have to have better things in order. I'm sure you have, I guess the public works director's talked to you about this.
Yeah, and just for clarification purposes, he's the one that got the leak stopped.
Yeah, after he got to work that morning.
That's
But
right.
no one notified him in the middle of the night. They sent him a text, he's asleep.
And that has
We
been-
gotta have a better program.
That has been addressed.
That's all I'm talking about. I just want a better deal, and citizens deserve, we're losing 4 million gallons of water a month. And then you have something that catastrophic, and they don't even know how many, just like down at the sewer plant yesterday, we don't know. You don't know what we got, and you don't know how much you're using. You say you got 2 meters, run into one. We got a lot of things we gotta correct. But you can, I've got faith in you, I still do. And I'm not here to chew you out, I'm here to help you, because I live here too. I pay water bills and taxes. Everyone in this room does. But you're the leader. Anyway, that's all I have tonight. The next thing on the agenda is, I guess, you want to go into closed session? Is that what this, you want, closed session? Okay. Y'all need a motion to go into closed session, if that's what you want to do.
We need to make a motion.
You have to give them that pursuant to NCGS, I guess.
Make a motion, go into closed session, do reference pursuant